Well, hi, and welcome back to the pillars of the Ikigai zone. I'm excited today to bring you the next piece, and today I'm intending to cover personal mastery. How do you develop personal mastery? Personal mastery being self-discipline, emotional intelligence, and perhaps even mental resilience. So what is this thing, personal mastery? To me, it is the process of continuously seeking self-improvements to achieve, if you like, personal or professional goals. It takes, if you want to improve your life, it needs to be deliberate, or at least there is some deliberate things that you can do for you to live the best version of your life. And within personal mastery, if you like, there's three key components to it. There's three areas, if you like, to focus on. And one of them is self-discipline. You gotta do the work. You gotta get up every day and do the work. And I want to tell you a little bit more about that. Another key component is emotional intelligence. You see, some people are really, really strong. They're very smart, but they have zero emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is going to help you with, to connect with people in the world and be with other human beings. You can't live life on your own. And if you're going to succeed, you're going to need others. So emotional intelligence is critical. And the third component is mental resilience, the ability to stay on the path. So it turns out that really personal mastery could even be the whole reason of being. It is critical to personal growth. It is critical to self-awareness. It is critical to lifelong success. So let's think, what do I need? I need to control my impulses. So if you like, there's two parts of your brain. There's a reaction part of your brain and there's this frontal lobe part of your brain. And you need to use the smartness, if you like, of the front lobe to overcome the instant gratification that the reactive part of your brain is demanding. That is the way to stay on track to long-term goals. So with self-discipline, you achieve a lot more in a lot less time because you're focused, and being focused meaning you increase your output, you increase your efficiency. I know one of the biggest things that I've had to deal with and continue to deal with, I can be a great procrastinator, being able to, if I can put it off till tomorrow, I really want to put it off till tomorrow. But if you're going to achieve your long-term goals, you've got to overcome that impulse, if you like, of putting it off until tomorrow and getting it done today. Another piece is overcoming distractions. There is always something more interesting to do than what you really need to do, if you understand what I'm saying. So self-discipline gets you past those distractions and gets you down to get the work done. Self-discipline also leads to what's the word I'm looking for? Stronger work habits and better personal habits. So the way you get to more self-discipline is setting clear goals, and we'll probably talk about goals, I think, in another session. Break tasks, if you like, into small steps, and use better time management. I think for me is that one of the things that I wanted to learn was business, and I needed to throw myself in business and understand this concept of business. And somebody said to me once that one way to do that is I should be reading the financial papers every day. So I went and bought the financial paper, and to be quite honest with you, back then the financial paper was very, very boring, and it used lots of words which I didn't understand and referred to a whole bunch of things that I really did not get at all. So it required a significant amount of self-discipline. One, to keep buying the damn thing, and two, to give it time, read it, and learn it. But I found over time, I began to understand it, and it helped me get more deals and understand how the corporate world works, understood how government works, and it helped me immensely in creating the business of Complete Office Supply. It took a lot of self-discipline and self-control, because I could tell you there was always something a lot more interesting to do than to read the Financial Review, as we call that paper here in Australia. So, as I said, 3 pieces. One of them, self-discipline. The next big one that I'll quickly cover with you is emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is critical, and it's got multiple parts to it. Now, I'd like to challenge you, if you're listening to this, to give yourself a score of 1 to 10 on these elements of, if you like, emotional intelligence. So one of them is self-awareness. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you on self-awareness? How well do you know you? And just give yourself a number. Doesn't really matter what it is, just for now, give yourself a number. Next one is self-regulation. How good are you regulating you? How good are you at controlling you? So give yourself a score between 1 to 10 on that one. And the third one that I want you to look at is, how motivated are you? Are you like, do you really want to achieve what you want to achieve? Do you get up in the morning, you jump out of bed wanting to do what it is that you're doing? How motivated are you in achieving your goals? So that was number 3. Number 4 is empathy. How well do you understand other human beings? Because once you get increased emotional intelligence in understanding you, then you begin to understand others as well. And the last one is social skills. Sometimes you find people are so good in their field, they're absolute expert, but socially they can be quite awkward. So having a good social skill. So if you give yourself a 1 to 10 score on self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skill, motivation, what do you end up with? And I guess this is what the Ikigai zone is about. It kind of helps you work on these various areas. Yes, you could read about it. But one of the things I found about programs like Ikigai Zone is that by being in a room with others in that environment is where learning significantly increases. You could do it in a book, but really experiencing it accelerates it. And the last piece was mental resilience, and I think I'm going to cover that piece perhaps when I see you during the program. So the Ikigai Zone, or Ignite Your Ikigai Zone, as Douglas calls it, is coming to Singapore in October, and I'll be attending as a guest speaker, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks for listening.